Yan mga kababayan, i-defend nila yung receipt ng pag-remand o pagbalik ng impeachment, articles of impeachment mula sa Senado to the Congress. Pending motion, may motion sila for clarification. O ngayon, sumugod na po yung mga protesters sa Senado. Yan po sila, padami ng padami. Sila po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, vlogger, broadcaster from Bicol. Nagdi-press con ngayon po yung Congress Prosecution Panel.
The person of the respondent has been acquired already. She has a period of 10 days to answer. That is non-extendable. And we hope that all issues which are being raised in the impeachment court will be tackled as well in the answer of the Vice President. So finally, the people of the Philippines will see from the answer of the Vice President what her defenses are. Isa lamang po ibig sabihin nito, yung pag-acquire po ng jurisdiction ng impeachment court sa ating respondent kay Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, it only shows na tuloy na ang impeachment trial. No one can stop this anymore because jurisdiction has been acquired already by the impeachment court over the person of the respondent. Now, with respect to the action of the Senate last night, the impeachment court requiring us to issue a certification about the compliance with the Constitution with respect to the filing of the impeachment complaint, as well as the second order, and that is for the 20th Congress to confirm whether we will pursue this impeachment complaint. Medyo ang prosecution panel po ay nalalabuan dito sa naging order ng impeachment court kagabi. So we resolve to seek the clarification of the impeachment court. With respect to the first order, application pertaining to our compliance with the Constitution in filing the impeachment complaint, we maintain our position. Sumunod po kami fully and strictly to the requirements of the Constitution. We did not violate the one-year prohibition rule. With respect to the second order, it is impossible to be complied with because, first of all, 20th Congress doesn't it. Tayo po ay nasa ika-labing-siyam na kongreso pa lamang. Mag-a-adjourn pa po and we will be looking forward na mag-convene naman ang pa-20 kongreso ng Pilipinas. That will be on July 28, simultaneous with the SONA. I wish to add, nakatanggap po tayo ng liham, or should I say, ng liham from the social media that the anticipated presentation of the articles of impeachment is canceled. Ang sabi po ng ating presiding officer ng impeachment court, the referral of the verified complaint, the impeachment court mooted already the presentation and the reading of the articles. This will be part of the clarification that we will be seeking from the impeachment court, sapagkat batid po natin na itong presentation ng articles ay bahagi ng Senate Rules on Impeachment. And we seek the guidance, we seek the enlightenment of the impeachment court so we can properly comply to the order that they issued last night. Finally, we wish to take advantage of this opportunity upang pasalamatan po ang taong bayan. Sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa prosecution panel, sa House of Representatives, we had a mass this morning attended by different civil society groups. May mga nakasama po tayo religious leaders and even victims of EJK. Maraming salamat po. Rest assured, ang House of Representatives, ang prosecution panel, naninindigan po. Tuloy ang laban para sa katotohanan, hustisya at pananagutan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Who would like to give a message? If none, we will take the first question from Marian Enriquez of TV5.
Good afternoon po.
Marian Enriquez po, TV5.
Ma'am, thank you, Kong Jinky, and to the rest of the prosecutors want to answer. Meron na po bang update kung natanggap na po ba muna natin itong received copy ng articles, yung pinababalik po na articles of impeachment? Meron na po ba from the Senate?
We have no official information yet whether the articles of impeachment, which according to you is being returned by the Senate, was received already by the Secretary General. I hope you understand that the members of the prosecution panel here has no participation whatsoever in the proceeding of the office of the Secretary. Let's wait and see kung anong official information ng SecGen.
But ano pong action po ng ating prosecution team? Tatanggapin po ba itong articles of impeachment, yung pag-remand? And what was your reaction to that while watching it last night?
Well, in my opinion, as one of the member of the panel of prosecutors, to give way to the clarification which we want to seek from the impeachment court, I would defer receiving the articles of impeachment from the Senate, including whatever orders they will be transmitting to us. This is not disobedience, definitely. Ang gusto lang po natin mangyari is to seek guidance and enlightenment first so we can properly comply with the order of the impeachment court.
When you say you would like to seek guidance, may coordination na po ba with the Senate? Ano po yung ginagawa nating pag-usap sa kanila para maliwanagan po tayo doon sa mga orders nila?
We'll be drafting the necessary motion seeking for clarification of the order which they issued last night.
Ito po kasi namin kanina si Sergeant at Arms ng Senate kanina, and hindi nga wala pa pong
nagpa-press con din kanina, paulit-ulit lang yung mga statements
ng Kamara ang pagbabalik ng articles of impeachment. Kaya magpapasa po muna ng tama ba, ma'am?
Yes, to give way to our efforts to clarify first the order. In my opinion, I would defer receiving the articles of impeachment, including the order issued by the impeachment court.
Excuse me. Yung tatanggap namin ito, kung mayroon man, ay ang Office of the Secretary General. Hindi po namin alam kung ano ang action ng Secretary General. Pero kung tanggapin niya, doon po kami mag-decide.
Lead prosecutor siya.
Kami po ay naniniwala na ang power to initiate ng impeachment complaint ay nasa House Lalo na pag pinirmahan ito, in-endorse ng isang congressman at pinagbutuhan sa plenaryo. Itong nangyari dito, hindi lang itong ordinaryong impeachment. 215 of our members signed the impeachment complaint. Kaya first time ito na nangyari na may return sa atin. Kaya nangangailangan tayo ng clarification po dito. Bagamat prosecutors po kami at impeachment court sila, naguguluhan pa rin kami. At hindi namin maintindihan kung bakit ibabalik po ito sa amin. Ano po ang gagawin namin? Yun po ang isang bagay na kailangan namin maliwanagan.
Second to my last question na lang po. Some legal experts po are saying na instead of following the Constitution, itong mga senators po natin, they're creating legal issues po. And will you challenge this po ba? Itong ginawa po ng Senado sa Supreme Court, itong pag-remand, is this abuse of discretion na po ba?
Ito pong sa ngayon, ang
si Congressman Chua ng Maynila, Joel Chua,
House Prosecution Panel is to submit clarification muna. So with respect to other legal remedies, hindi pa namin to napagdidesisyonan until such time ma-receive namin yung sagot sa clarification.
Kung Chua, you also mentioned kanina nagtataka kayo dun sa ginawa nga desisyon ng Senado at sila pa yung nagmosyon ng Senado, and you quote, sinabi nyo po, sila na yung parang nag-aabogado mismo kay VP Sara Duterte. How optimistic are you po na there will still be a fair and impartial trial?
Hindi man para maging judge, kundi maging abogado.
Opinion ko po, alam ko ano yung opinion ng aking mga kasama. And in fact, nung aking rin pong personal na opinion, ito pong ginawa na pagbalik sa amin ng articles of impeachment ay sa aking paniniwala ay unconstitutional. Dahil wala naman po ito wala naman po ito na kapangyarihan, at ito po ay inaasahan natin na kung meron man mga motion na gagawin po nito ay yung sa defense. Kaya yun po ay aking personal opinion.
Anyway, okay na po. Thank you.
Thank you. Isa Ubentanyo Umali from GMA DCWB. You are recognized. Isa. Net 25.
Magandang hapon po. Umiwi nung status nung article of impeachment in your point of view na kagabi po ay dinicide nga po ng impeachment court na mayroong mga nakita silang mga procedural lapses and constitutional question doon sa 7 article of impeachment, kasi pinoint out din nung mga nag-motion, particularly Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, yung first, second, and third impeachment.
Yung nangyari kagabi ay parang produkto ng compromise nila sa Senado. Paano silang matapos yung usapin. Pero sa kabuuan ay tuloy ang impeachment, ang proceedings, ang trial. Kasi pinasagot na po yung ating Vice Presidente at binigyan siya ng 10 days to answer. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhay dahil pag sumagot ng ating Vice Presidente ay matutuloy na. Bagamat nandun na tayo sa period na patapos na ang 19th Congress at magsisimula na yung 20th
tuloy ang
Congress.
impeachment.
Sa amin naman, may gusto
Nag-fail
silang
sila na ma-dismiss.
Panalo
pa rin po.
Palagay ko po
yung nagsusulong ng ituloy ang impeachment trial.
Gustong makasiguro, pero makikita po natin kung masatisfy kami sa hinihingi nila, wala namang problema nga yun. Parang certification requirement lang at any rate, it is presumed that there's the presumption of regularity in the performance
Dilatory
of
po,
official functions. Lahat ng nasa gobyerno, yan po ang presumption. At maliwanag ito na 215 na nag-endorse sa impeachment complaint. So, ang take namin, tuloy po ito.
So, in your point of view as prosecutor, particularly Congressman o Woman Listro, ma'am, na nag-acquire na ng jurisdiction yung impeachment court dahil pinadala na ng summon ang respondent. Pero hindi kaya yung summon na yon pending the action of the Senate last night na kine-question nila yung regularity ng article of impeachment, hindi kaya yun magamit ng depensa para questionin nila na anong sasagutin nila doon sa summons? Well, in fact, the article of impeachment was remanded to the House of Representatives.
Under the rules, and even in ordinary courts, not just the impeachment court, yung service ng summons, that triggers acquisition of jurisdiction.
Ayun.
And that is why I said earlier, we welcome this development. Bagaman naguguluhan po kami dun sa order kagabi, we are happy and thankful to the impeachment court because finally, the summons has been served already to the Vice President. And as I have stated, this only shows tuloy na tuloy ang impeachment trial. I wish to believe yung hinihinging certification ng impeachment court is only a clarification or perhaps affirmation ng naging compliance ng Senate filed the impeachment complaint.
Correct.
But I wish to
Bigo pa rin si Bato.
invite the attention
Bunggo.
of the people to the ruling of then presiding officer Juan Ponce Enrile during the time of the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Corona. Ang sabi po niya doon sa resolution, when there is compliance in the two basic requirements, that is the signature by at least 1/3 of all members of the House, and there is the verification, the filing of the impeachment complaint already enjoys presumption of legality. And that cannot be questioned anymore unless there is strong controverting evidence. Napakaliwanag po niyan. And I believe that this is still a very good law which should guide our impeachment court. No? Gusto ko lang pong balikan yung inyong question kanina. Anong status ng articles of impeachment considering that there are efforts to return? I humbly believe that the case is very much active and alive. Why? No less than the order of the Senate last night stated that the case is not dismissed, not terminated. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhaso, pending sa impeachment court, reason also kung bakit kami man po ay nagtataka kung bakit ibabalik ang articles of impeachment dito sa House of Representatives.
One last point from my end. Ma'am, since we know na co-equal body ang Senate, House of Representatives, the House of Representatives will initiate the impeachment. The Senate will be the trial court. Since na hindi ba ito isang insulto sa co-equal body?
Po po yun sa aming pinagtataka dahil normally po, ang magtatanong po niyan o magko-question niyan yung mga abogado ng respondent. Kaya nga po kami po naniniwala na ito po ay hindi sakop sa trabaho ng impeachment court dahil yung pagko-question po ng mga legality ay dapat po ay sinasagot o tinutugon po ng korte at hindi po ng impeachment court.
Bagamat kami po ay co-equal body, ang House at saka ang Senate, sa pagkakataon pong ito ay medyo naiba kasi impeachment court na sila at prosecutors po kami. Kaya parang nakikita natin parang sa husgado, may mga orders ang korte. Ngayon, kailangan din kami mag-clarify dito. Pero sa dulo ay kailangan ang taong bayan mapakinggan po dito. Kaya kung kinakailangan makinig kami at gumawa ng mga hakbang para matuloy po ito ay gagawin po namin bilang public prosecutors.
From Inquirer Online, please proceed with your questions.
Natanong na po, Sir Sen, Ma'am, natanong na po kasi yung tungkol sa yung pagiging quasi-judicial ng impeachment court na merong mga proseso na ina-adopt yung impeachment court na galing sa mga regular na courts. Pero pwede kaya maging dahilan po ng Senate na dahil hindi naman sila korte, pwedeng mag-motion yung mga members ng yung mga senator judges. Pwede kaya maging dahilan yun. Kasi technically po, sa korte, di ba, hindi naman po nagmo-motion ng judge. Tumatanggap lang po sila ng motion. Pero dahil quasi-judicial po, pwede po kayang mangyari yun.
Medyo naiintindihan ko po yung pinanggalingan ng pagtatanong ninyo kasi nung nag-oath pa lang sila ay kailangan silang maging impartial, di ba? Doon sa oath pa lang ng mga senador na nagko-constitute sila na impeachment court. Pero nakikita naman po natin na pwede nilang gawin kasi ginawa na nga kagabi. Pero whatever it is, kami pa rin ay may respeto sa kanilang proseso at nagagalak din po kami na ipagpapatuloy po ito. Kaya nga, binigyan na ng summons ang ating Vice President.
Po kasing previous briefing na sinabi Representative Zamora na hindi ipupull out ng House yung articles of impeachment from the Senate dahil walang mechanism sa 1980 to do that. Is this sentiment shared by everyone or would it be the basis of the clarification?
As far as the prosecution panel is concerned, no? Maliwanag naman po sa Constitution. The House of Representatives has the exclusive power to initiate all impeachment cases. Tapos na po ang trabaho ng House of Representatives in as far as initiating the impeachment complaint is concerned. Hindi po tama na ito'y aming amyendahan at lalong hindi tama na ito'y aming i-withdraw. As a matter of fact, the ball now is in the hands of the Senate.
Mali po, unconstitutional yung ginawa ng mga senador po. Mas magaling yung Congress.
And by deciding, dalawang bagay lang po yun. It's either they acquit or they convict.
Correct. Sabi ng mga constitutionalist.
Yan po from my end. Naintindihan po namin yung courtesy na in-extend ng prosecution panel sa impeachment court just like in any other legal proceeding. Pero to break the ice, gaano pa po kahaba yung pasensya nyo? Ang dami na po kasing nangyari na parang delay, ganyan. Dapat po nung February, ang tingin nyo, dapat doon na nag-start. Pero gaano pa po kahaba yung pasensya? Kaya pa po pa?
Ngayon natin yung prosecutor na may pinakamahabang pasensya dito. Sino ba sa atin may pinakamahabang pasensya? Bel, would you like to answer? Opo,
Si
mapagpasensya po
Bel
kami.
Zamora.
At kami naman po, ginagawa lang naman po namin ang trabaho namin under the Constitution. So, kung ano man po ang sagot namin sa maski anong press briefing, maski anong interview, we are all united in following the Constitution, and lahat po ng gagawin namin henceforth will be under the Constitution and under the Senate impeachment rules.
Very respectful, cordial, mga kababayan ng mga
I'm making my
pananalita
own
ng ating mga prosecutors.
Kasi iba po yung personalidad ng House.
Si Akop,
Kami, as members of the House, kami as the prosecution group. Kaiba po yun. As members of the House, co-equal kami. Pero as prosecutors, we obey yung mga orders ng mga judges. Di po ba? So, kami sumusunod sa mga utos ng impeachment court because we are the prosecutors. Pero kung the way I look at it, yung pong communication is addressed to the House. So, yung House leadership ang magkukuha nito. Magde-decide. Hindi po kami ng mga prosecutors. Yun lang po ang take ko rito. Marami po salamat.
Ang tanong hanggang saan yung pasensya po namin. Kami po ay gusto po rin namin magbakasyon. Sisinidyin na kami ngayong gabi. Pero nautusan po kami ng plenaryo na mag-prosecute. Kaya nag-aaral po kami at naghahanda. At nakahanda po kami. Ito po ay utos ng taong bayan sa atin. Pero sabi nga nila, it takes to tango, di ba? Pag nag-prosecute kami, wala namang korte, anong magagawa po namin? Kaya nandito tayo sa sitwasyon ito, na thankful naman kami na may patutunguhan din to paglampas ng 19th Congress patungo sa 28th Congress. Siguro, ganun ang konsolasyon po natin. Pero sa ganang sa House na party, nandito po kami at gagampanan po namin sana ang aming tungkulin ngayong 19th Congress. At kung kami po bibigyan ulit ng ganong duties and responsibilities, lalo na lahat naman nanalo yung nandito, at mag-iba pala except isang prosecutor namin, gagawin pa rin po namin yung aming katungkulan. Yung aming tungkulin. Maraming salamat po.
Jonathan Nandal of GMA 7.
Guidance and directive ni Speaker. Ng articles of impeachment. Meron po ba? If ever?
Wala po namang isnasabi sa amin si Speaker. Nandun ang ating Speaker yata, very busy ngayon sa pag-inspection ng San Juanico Bridge. At andito na tayo, hindi na kailangan nito ng guidance ng Speaker. Tayo po ay binigyan na ng tungkulin ng plenaryo. Kaya siyempre, nagmi-meeting na lang kami kung anong susunod na hakbang na gagawin namin. Sa ngayon po ay yung clarification kung ano man pag dumating sa atin yung kanilang communication.
Paggabi, 1850. 17? It's 18.
18.5.
Okay.
18.5.
Yun yung... sa tingin din ba yung... May mga nagsasabi na baka yun na rin yung posisyon ng mga senador at maging boto pag umusad yung trial. Naniniwala po ba kayo ron?
It's very hard to preempt kung anong magiging decision ng mga senator judges until and unless we have concluded the presentation of our evidence. That is why we really have to follow the Constitution. And the mandate by the Constitution to the impeachment court to try and to decide. No? Mahirap pong isipin o sabihin na yung boto kahapon, ayun na rin ang magiging boto sa impeachment case sapagkat wala pa po ni isang ebidensyang naiilatag ang prosecution. No? Until and unless we are presentation of all the evidence, I think that's the time we begin to ano kaya ang magiging boto ng ating mga senator judges.
Okay. Vivian Gulia from ABS-CBN. Go ahead.
Okay. Ma'am, as far as the Senate is concerned, ang decision po nila ay i-remand sa House of Representatives yung articles of impeachment, but ang House po ayaw munang tanggap articles of impeachment while seeking clarification. Will it be accurate to say na mayroon pong deadlock?
I don't think so. We are not defying the order. We are not disobeying the order. What I said earlier, we are deferring the receipt until we are clarified on the actions taken by the Senate last night. Ano ba yung tatlong actions? Number one, they're asking for the certification of the House of Representatives that we complied with the requirements in filing an impeachment complaint. Itong requirements po na ito ay ang pagpirma ng at least 1/3 of all the members of the House and the verification, of course, at non-violation of the one-year bar rule. We are certain, and it is in the face of the impeachment complaint, that we are fully and strictly compliant with the requirements of the Constitution. Kanina nabanggit ko na rin po ang resolution ng then presiding officer Juan Ponce Enrile when there is compliance with the first two basic requirements. The filing of the impeachment complaint already enjoys the presumption of legality, that it cannot be questioned anymore unless there is strong evidence to the contrary. No? Pangalawa, they're asking for the confirmation of the 20th Congress, whether it will pursue the impeachment complaint against the Vice President. How can this order be complied when the 20th Congress does not yet exist? Wala pa pong 20th Congress. Nasa 19th Congress pa lang po tayo. So, who will comply? The second. Number 3, bagaman ito po hindi order nila, but I saw a letter in the social media, rendered moot ang presentation of articles because the verified complaint has been referred already to the impeachment court. Ito po'y gusto namin ma-clarify lahat sapagkat yung una, we are fully compliant with the Constitution. Yung pangalawa, wala pang 20th Congress. At yun pong pangatlo, the presentation of articles, that is part of their own rules. And we are ready to present the articles. Why suddenly biglang rendered moot when no less than the impeachment of the Senate provides for the same? Again, defy. We do not disobey. We are merely deferring receipt of the same to give way to the clarification of all these issues surrounding the actions taken by the Senate last night. That is in as far as I am concerned, as part of the prosecution panel, because as I have said earlier, hindi naman po bahagi ng trabaho ng prosecutors ang pagtanggap nung ibinabalik na articles of impeachment, including the receipt of whatever order issued by the Senate, especially if it is addressed to the House of Representatives. Let us wait and see as to the action that will be taken by the Office of the Secretary General.
Pero may assurance po ba na susunod kung halimbawa ma-clarify na po or depende pa sa magiging response ng Senate?
As soon as this is clarified, and the clarification is in accordance with the Constitution, the Senate rules on impeachment and other existing laws, we will certainly abide. Dahil kagaya ng sinabi po ng aking mga kasama, ibang usapan to, impeachment court ito. Sila po ang judges at kami po ang prosecutors. We are morally bound to follow the orders of the impeachment court.
Clarification lang din, ma'am, kasi last day na po ng session today. So wala po bang compliance na mga ngailangan ng House plenary action?
At this point, what we are considering is to prepare a motion seeking for clarification.
Sa tingin niyo po ba yung ikalawang utos ng Senado ay parang admission na rin na pwedeng tumawid sa 20th Congress itong impeachment trial?
That's the way I see it. And that's one of the several things that I wish to welcome. Yun pong kautosan nila na address sa 20th Congress, indeed, is an implied admission already that we can continue the impeachment trial until the 20th Congress.
Final clarification. Yung withdrawal ng impeachment complaint or articles of impeachment by the House, it's off the table. Tama po ba yun? And are you considering to bring the matter to the Supreme Court?
About the impeachment complaint being withdrawn, that is outside the power of the Congress already, because we have concluded our function and power to initiate the impeachment complaint. Tapos na po yun. The ball is already in the hands of the Senate, whose duty is to try and decide. No? Walang amendment, walang withdrawal na manggagaling po sa House of Representatives. Hindi po yan pinapayagan ng Constitution. And then your next question? That is a matter that we have yet to discuss.
Ma'am Jerbel, clarification lang kasi ang sabi ninyo, since nag-acquire na ng jurisdiction ng impeachment court doon sa impeachment case, doon sa nakita nyo na napost sa social media that renders moot and academic, yung supposed to be today a presentation na ng article of impeachment. Miwino, kumbaga, clarification, tinututulan nyo yung cancellation ng presentation since the impeachment court acquired the jurisdiction on the matter.
We are not opposing. We are seeking clarification. And perhaps if the impeachment court will issue an order that the presentation of the article is impliedly complied with, we may accede to that. We are just following the Senate rules on impeachment. And the presentation of the articles is one of the significant part of their own rules on impeachment.
Siya subing-subing is now acknowledged.
Po, medyo related din po sa question ni Ate Vivian kanina. So, kailan at paano po magsisik ng clarification sa Senate if Congress adjourns signed by today po? I mean, the past few months has shown us that the Senate refuses to convene into an impeachment court kapag walang session po. So, I guess, is it possible na yung 20th Congress Senate na po yung makapagbigay ng clarification sa House po on their motion kagabi?
That's the question to the good-looking prosecutor, Rog Gutierrez.
Sorry, just to be clear, can we have a repeat of the question?
Kailan and paano po magsisik ng clarification yung House prosecution regarding the move by the Senate yesterday? Kasi as the past few months have shown us, hindi po ayaw mag-convene ng Senate as an impeachment court kapag walang session. And so we can expect that until June 30. So is it possible na sa 20th Congress Senate pa po magkaroon ng clarification sa mga tinatanong ng House?
To be frank lang po, I don't think it would be a fair statement to say we cannot preempt the impeachment court. We cannot substitute their decision. We cannot say for sure that they will not convene po, no? So what is very clear for us here in the prosecution panel is that we will be seeking clarification, and it will be addressed not to the Senate but to the impeachment court. Now, the question of whether or not they will convene, I think that only they can answer po. No?
Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi ko? You will file, you are preparing a motion to be read at the plenary later po?
Clarification.
And then my second question po, it seems that you and other legal experts agree po na the Senate does not have constitutional power to remand po. So, in your opinion, does the House have the power to reject the remand? Is that a possible pathway for you?
Of course, I don't know if we can speak for everyone po, no? But from our understanding and as per what we have discussed earlier, I think it's very clear. Originally, although they are co-equal as members of the House and as members, senators, very different po in dynamics when we are now talking of the impeachment court and the prosecution panel. All that we can say for sure is that we believe that we have followed the Constitution. We are confident in that the proper processes were obeyed. So if there is that remanding, whether or not that would be within their powers, that would be something not for us to decide. Now, when it comes to rejection, it's, for lack of a better term, we would probably, like we mentioned, we would defer po, no? Just to be clear, so we are deferring for pending clarification. Now, once the response has been received, then again we will decide po, no, if it is clear enough that it is something that we can actually comply with po, no. I hope that would clarify it.
So yan mga kababayan, i-defend nila yung receipt ng pag-remand o pagbalik ng impeachment, articles of impeachment mula sa Senado to the Congress. Pending the motion, may motion sila for clarification. O ngayon, sumugod na po yung mga protesters sa Senado. Yan po sila, padami ng padami. Look, protesters fill the streets of Jokno Boulevard in front of the Senate building as they call for the Senate to take its role in impeachment court seriously as part of its constitutional duty. Mula sa Tindig, Pilipinas, Magdalo Akbayan Party. Panagutin sa pera ng bayan. Padami ng padami mga kababayan. Ito po, mabalita pa, big business group deeply concerned over stalled Duterte impeachment trial. Grupo ito ng MAP, Management Association of the Philippines. Sabi sa kanilang statement, we believe that the Senate has a constitutional duty to conduct without any delay or disruption the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte. Abandoning this mandate undermines the integrity of our democratic processes, sabi po nila. O ito yung kanina, yung mga prosecutors, nag-ecumenical prayer muna sila sa Batasan Complex. Before na nag-press con, ito yung parte, mga kababayan, ng sinabi ni Father Flavio Villanueva.
18 senador ang mga kudas na mukhang nalagad, ngunit ang kanilang mga kilos ay balasubas.
Tinawag na mga hudas, balasubas, yung Senado.
Pangyarihan bilang hari ng saligang batas, ngunit ginamit ang poder at hugas ang kamay upang imbis ang hari na matutuhanan ng biyandaya, pinili ang kamatayan at si Barabas.
Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. iGlow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas.